What's going on, guys? Shadow Raj here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we've got the beginning of the 9th anniversary party event, which is going to allow us to get a shiny Gimmighoul costume. So that's pretty awesome. And now it can't evolve into Gholdengo, but you know, still want to get that shiny. That is going to be our big goal for the day. And if we can find some party hat shinies along the way, that'd be pretty cool too. If we take a look at this 9th anniversary party timed research, this will give you encounters with all the party hat Pokemon. You can get them shiny. Hopefully we get some. That'd be pretty cool. And then you should be able to get a Gimmighoul costume at the end. And Gimmighoul can also have a background. So if we got a shiny with a background, that'd be absolutely crazy. But you can also get Gimmighouls from these tasks here that earn 9,999 Stardust. So we're gonna try and find as many of those as we can. Probably not gonna have the most since we're not in the biggest area, but we're gonna do the best that we can. And we're also gonna run our coin bag. Now, if you don't know how to get a coin bag, you can get it from sending postcards to Scarlet or Violet with a switch. And with that being said, let's get into it. We are done with our incense and we caught 28. Let's go ahead and take a look at these real quick. Maybe we got a hundo. I've been saving my coins. I haven't evolved to a Gholdengo yet. I'm hoping for, you know, there's the background, but I'm hoping for a hundo or something like that that I can do as little as possible. I don't want to do a bunch of evolves. You know, I don't want to evolve it every time for XXL, XXS, you know, lucky, hundo. I kind of want to knock a couple out all in one go if I could, but doesn't look like we've got anything here yet, so nothing there. That's unfortunate, but you know, we'll keep trying. I'd like to find somebody that has a bunch of these as well and just swap them, especially since right now we have boosted lucky trades. So we do have our first 3 researches here, so maybe we can get a shiny off of one of these. That'd be pretty awesome. And the first one is not shiny and a 457. I believe you want a 473. We've got the first one caught. It's got a background, so at least you guys get to see that. And 457, not the best, but we'll take it. What's number 2 gonna give us? Not shiny and a 463, so this one should be a little bit better than that last one. All right, 10 balls later, that one was a pain to catch, and it also had the background. I don't know if all the researches are guaranteed backgrounds. They might be, but you know, that one's pretty decent. And let's go ahead and check this last one real quick. Are you white? You are not, and a 466, so this one's just a little bit better than the last one. This one took a lot less attempts to catch, and it also had the background, so maybe that's just a guaranteed from the research, but you know, that one's pretty close, so hopefully we can get that hundo. And before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I used my gold cap on. So I chose shiny Meloetta. I'm gonna choose all the shiny mythicals from, you know, researches when we get these bottle caps, like Darkrai, Genesect. I'm not going to do those because we can always get those in raids, but I chose to do Meloetta because it's the only one I have. Now I could have waited and tried to get Jirachi in time before the cap expires, but I didn't really want to risk it, so I went ahead and did Meloetta, and you know, this is just kind of what it looks like, so this is what we decided to do. And you know, it's a pretty interesting sequence, and it's a really cool idea. I wish you could train, you know, everything, and here we are switching our buddies, but at least train everything up to like, you know, 80 or 82 and then have to use bottle caps if you want to train further than that. I think that'd be a cool idea, but let me know down in the comments what you think. And we can take a look here and see that to go up one more, we need to win 40 raids. We've done 7 of those. We need to take a snapshot 15 different days, so we're on 2 for that. And then earned candies, exploring with your buddy, 3 out of 10. And our buddy's pretty happy right now, so we only have to do 10K instead of the 20 for the mythical. But yeah, that's how the bottle cap works if you haven't done it already. We are back and we've got 3 more researches. Let's see what these give us. The first one is going to be not shiny and a 452. So we know that's not it because we had some in the 60s and those were going to be way better than whatever this one's going to be. We've got this one caught, and man, it put up a decent fight. Let's go ahead and check it out. And so I'm going to guess probably in the 430s somewhere is going to be your floor. Let's do the bottom one this time. Maybe that will help us out. It didn't. And another 452, so it sure didn't help us out at all. We finally got this one caught. I don't know about you guys, but these little things are putting up quite the fight. Kind of crazy, but 452. I don't think that matches the other one. Just for fun, we'll take a look though. Are they the same? No, they're not. I didn't think so. And the last one of this batch is going to be not shiny, and a 453, so it's one better than the other two. And wouldn't you know it, the one that is one better than the other two got caught on the first ball, so that's pretty fun. And how different is it? Not really much. We've got these research pages done, and at the end it'll give us 9,999 Stardust, so that'll help us with these 3 researches. So we can go ahead and collect all these and see what we get. The first one is going to be a Bulbasaur and a 456. I am not 100% sure about the hundo on this one, so I'm assuming that the next one will be Charmander and then Squirtle and then, you know, other party hat Pokemon, but let's see if this one's any good. And nah, not really. Then our second encounter is a Charmander and a 406. Unfortunately, not a shiny one. Would be cool to get at least one shiny from this, you know, but if we are just gonna get one shiny, let's save it for that Gimmighoul at the end. And let's check this one out. Yeah, not the best. How about this Squirtle? Are you gonna be a shiny? You are not. And a 396. I think it's 406 for the hundo. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's somewhere around there. I could be way off though. Let's see how close this one is. And 396, so 406 is it. It's 10 off the hundo, and yeah, it could be 406. Our fourth encounter is going to be a Wurmple and a 240. Again, don't remember what this one is, but I will tell you that these are way easier to catch than the Gimmighouls, and let's check it out. Yeah, it's all right. Encounter number 5 is going to be an Eevee, so that's pretty fun. So I'm thinking there should be a Grimer, a Wobbuffet, and a Raticate. I'm guessing that those are going to be the last 3. I think those are the ones with the party hats. Again, don't quote me, but let's take a look. Up next we have a Wobbuffet, so was right about one of them. Wasn't a good throw, but there we go, made that one better. We've got the Wobbuffet caught, and very close, man. That one was really close. All right, are you going to be a Grimer or a Raticate? It's a Grimer. It's a Grimer. These are so easy to catch. I mean, one ball on each one of these. Unlike the Gimmighoul, but that one is almost the floor. So we went from almost a hundo to almost the floor. And is this gonna be the Raticate? It is, and it is not shiny. So we didn't get a shiny on any of them. And 700, I don't wanna say is the hundo. I don't think it's gonna be any good, but we'll catch it and find out. All right, Mr. Raticate, do you have a surprise for us? And no, you're almost the floor, so that's fun. But we can now cash in these last rewards. Go ahead and get ourselves, oh yeah, we have a star piece on, so we got more than the almost 1,000 that we needed. But what are we gonna get? Not a shiny. 463, that's unfortunate. We've got it caught, it's got the background, and 463, it's close, but I think it is 473. Now let's check our research. Let's go ahead and start in the middle, change it up a little bit, and is it going to load? There it is, and not shiny, 454. We'll go ahead and bypass this one. We know it's not the hundo. How about the top one? Are you gonna be it? You are not shiny, and a 465. Again, we'll go ahead and bypass this one. And the last one, are you gonna help us out? You are not shiny, and a 459. So it just kind of went down instead of up, but you know, it's all good. And now that we've got this one caught, we'll go ahead and find some more researches and see what they bring. But you know, since it's the last one, I don't wanna favor that. Let's go ahead and check is what I meant to do, and nah, it's okay. Let's go find some more researches. We've got 3 more researches here, so let's go ahead and collect this premium page, and we'll get a bunch of items. Looks like some decent stuff in here, so that's pretty cool. But we'll get all these, and then we'll get our encounter with our Gimmighoul, and hopefully it's a white one. That'd be really nice. I think we're getting towards the end of what we have here in town for research, so let's go ahead and collect this incubator and this 9,999 Stardust. And come on, buddy, you are not shiny, and a 468. So not gonna be from this research, unfortunately, but you know, there's still several days left, and if we have to, I'll go over to Wichita. It's bigger, so there'll be more researches over there. And are you gonna stay in? Okay, that one wasn't too bad of a fight, only 2 balls. And let's go ahead and check it out just for fun. 68 is a 93, a 15, 15, 12, so that's pretty awesome. But we can check these researches, and let's start in the middle. I don't know if we've done that, but it didn't work. And a 454. Now there are a few more spots that I have to check. I still haven't checked the college campus that we just got to, so there might be a few here. And other than that, I might be running out, so we may get 1, 2, maybe 3 more. We'll see. Might get lucky and get 3. And how about the second one? Oh, let's go! Let's freaking go! Yes, in a 467, we got the shiny. That is freaking awesome. Man, I think it looks pretty cool. Let's catch this bad boy. That is freaking awesome. I'm so glad we got it on the first day. Man, I was getting worried. Still gonna do some researches, and luckily this thing can't run. And you know, it's guaranteed to have the background. We haven't got to research without the background, and it's guaranteed as long as I catch it. But, you know, eventually we'll catch it. Surely we're not gonna run out. I have like 1,600 Ultra Balls if I run out of Great Balls, but hopefully we can just catch the bad boy real quick. But that is exciting. Got a freaking shiny. I don't think it's the, well, obviously it's not a Shundo, but, you know, we got the shiny. That's pretty awesome. I don't know how many times I've said shiny, probably way more than I need to. So let me catch this and then we'll be back. And wouldn't you know it, we caught it on the very next ball, but there it is being registered to the dex. Unfortunately, it can't evolve. That'd be pretty awesome, but we got a shiny, so that's pretty sick. And we'll take a look. Pretty decent, you know. Can't complain. That is a 93. That is a 15, 14, 13. Pretty awesome. And just for fun, we'll check this last research, maybe go back to back. That'd be absolutely wild, but we did not. And a 464. That really wasn't too many researches, and the sun's coming back. We had a nice little break, but that really wasn't too many researches for us, so that's pretty nice. I don't know what the odds are, but it worked in our favor this time. It was just paying us back for that shiny Torkoal. You know, we had over 100 encounters and didn't get a single one. But I did have a couple friends that both of them got two, so they're both willing to trade me one. If we could just catch this thing, that'd be fantastic. And we got it caught, just needed to want it enough, and we'll take a look at it. I don't remember what the CPU, 464. Yeah, it's something. But we got the shiny, so that's pretty freaking awesome. Now, I don't know if we've talked about it, but I did get the Masterwork research so I could get a shiny Jirachi. And so I believe that was gold medal for the Hoenn region. We've got that done already. Now we need to catch 385 from Kanto, 385 from Johto, and 385 from Hoenn. So we're, you know, about even on all of those, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, please consider leaving a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if you're enjoying this content and you want to see more of it, you can check it out right here. And don't forget, you can subscribe on the other side. That'd be greatly appreciated. So with that being said, I'll see you next time.